is really important that we begin to change the mindset of young people to know that your vote counts.
They don't understand that the legislative arm of government is actually a co-equal arm of government.
We have an incredible amount of potential.
Whatever it is I was doing, because of my personal DNA, it had to be of an international standard, which is what, seriously speaking, is all about.
Yes, welcome. We remain in Abuja this week because I'm still speaking with people who are in the legislative arm of government. Today, my guest is Nkeiruka Onyejeocha, and she's a member of the Federal House of Representatives, representing Isiukwato Umunneochi Federal Constituency of Abia State under the platform of PDP, and has served as a local government chairman in that state. She became the chairman of Women in Parliament and chairman House Committee of Aviation. She was first elected in 2007 and has been there for 9 years, continuously being re-elected. Her interests involve sponsoring bills that enhance the standard of living for children, women, youths, and in recent times, the less privileged and the elderly. Nkeiruka led the committee that organized a 4-day hearing where stakeholders, including government officials, aircraft operator owners, unions, and others, interacted and proffered solutions to the challenges in the aviation sector. However, on the show today, she's going to be talking to us about what it is like to be a legislator in Nigeria today, how she managed to do it 3 times over, and then, of course, what the future holds for her and our role as the elected members in Nigeria, as the electorate in Nigeria today. Nkeiruka is with us. You're welcome to Seriously Speaking, Honorable.
Thank you.
It's nice to have you.
Thank you.
2 times running in the House.
3 times.
This is the 3rd time. It was the 3rd time, actually.
Yes, yes.
What does it feel like? You broke it 3 times in a row, and you're female.
See, about breaking, it comes natural.
Wow. Was it difficult?
Yeah, every time it's very difficult, but the good thing about it is that once you trust God and then you keep moving, people don't really understand why it has to be you. And then you have to tell them it has to be you.
It has to be you.
Yeah.
So tell me, what are the things about... Okay, your father was a politician.
Yeah.
Did you know you would follow his footsteps? Did he inspire you to become a politician?
Well, my father didn't inspire me, but my grandmother did. Yes, my grandmother was a community woman leader. I grew up with her because I lost my mom early. And I grew up seeing a lot of people in the house. And we were always cooking and washing plates. And early in the morning, people
Were you in the village?
Yeah, of course, a village girl. Grew up in the village. Went to primary school in the village. Then I represent Isiukwato Umunneochi Federal Constituency. Of course, I went to Vim Girls in Isiukwato, so everything about me is village. I'm a village girl.
You have no apologies for being a village?
No apologies. I grew up with my grandmother, and that's fantastic.
What did she do? Was she a trader? Was she a farmer?
My grandmother was a community woman leader, a well-to-do woman, an entrepreneur. She got shops. She tried. She was everything a successful woman is, and that's what she was. And so,
but she didn't call it politics. It was her way of life.
And it was her way of life. And I didn't know it was politics. So even when I got married, I was like doing the same thing, not knowing what it is. Like when I got married, I was like, went to Gota every August because you have to attend this August meeting and stuff. But I didn't know
in the village?
Yes, from Lagos to village. So I didn't know how to go to the village without bringing something to people, for people or something. And so I would go to the Gota, buy these clothes, and then scarves for women. But I was doing it to extended families and then close relatives, okay? And so that was it. And every Christmas I do the same. And before you knew it, I established scholarship scheme for indigent people. I saw it as a way of life. So even that was what inspired the traditional rulers at the time to introduce me to the governor, the former governor, Joseph Kalu, who then appointed me as commissioner. So for me, it was a way of life. So when people say, how? I say, what the hell are you talking about? And what am I doing differently? There's nothing. Okay, because I grew up in a Christian family, of course. Okay, and when they say, how do you combine Christianity with politics? It sounds weird to me because I don't know the difference. Because Politics is about helping your people, about relating to your people, and you grew up from that background. And so, for me, that's just that.
So after your commissionership, how did you end up in the House? Tell me the journey. The one that has not been written in the press already.
I don't know what have been written and what they've not written. But after being commissioner, I was appointed the transition chairman of my local government because I think I did well as a commissioner. And so the people needed me back. And so I was appointed commissioner, and I was told that, why don't you just build your structure because we want you to go to House of Representatives. And I was like, why would I go to the House? I'm tired and I need to go home, because it's a thankless job where everything you do, people find faults and they don't want you to say the truth. And when you say the truth, they say you're arrogant. And so I was like, what the hell am I coming back to do? But I gave it a shot. By the time I finished, it was very difficult to stop me from moving ahead. And
so when you set out the first time to represent Sequato, your area, at the House, did you achieve the goals that you set for yourself?
Not really, because, of course, you're coming from the background that I came from. I wanted to see a lot of things done for my people. And so I wasn't as satisfied, because I was still seeing people who were dying because of 1,000 naira. Nobody could take care of them. I was seeing people who could not go to school because nobody paid their tuition. And I was seeing people, pregnant mothers, who were dying because of inadequate health care. And I was like, oh, why don't you continue to push and see whether when you come back, you make a lot of difference. And of course, because of my background, and I found out that, yes, you can do better being in government, okay? And so I couldn't achieve a lot of things. Even up till now, I'm not really yet satisfied.
Did you feel any helplessness?
Or
do you still feel any helplessness?
Most times, yes, because as a lawmaker, you're just doing law and then pushing for your people to get one or two things. And you're used to bias. People don't understand you, and people don't really understand why you have to be asking for this XYZ. For what? Are you executive governor, or are you the president, or are you the minister? So what the heck are you talking about? And so most times you feel frustrated because you know that your people are not satisfied because they are not getting dividend of democracy that they should get. So that's where most times you feel frustrated.
Is that what kept you going the second time, the third time?
Of course, that's what kept me going, because I believe if it's about me, I would have just sat back